Okay, I finally have a game where Juggernaut is in a reasonable location, and I opened it on my first location. So if you're following this strategy, the chances of Juggernaut being in the first area that you open is slightly above 14%, which is what I did, because that is the only area that I opened. Now, after you open the first area, if it's not there, you get a slightly boost, and your chances of finding it in your second area are 20%. Now, your chances of getting the Wonder Waffle, if you started this strategy and bought the Thompson and the pistol, you have a 1 out of 26 chance, which is slightly under 4%. Now, if you have full grenades, because yes, you can get the grenades from the box, your chances slightly increase to 1 out of 25%, which is exactly 4%. And if you have Molotovs, your chances of getting the Wonder Waffle increase to 1 out of 24, which is slightly over 4%. That's right, I am a nerd and figured out the math. Don't blame me. So now, I can't buy Juggernaut yet, but I will buy Betty's and begin placing my Betty defense. Now, if you open storage, you cannot Betty defense this area. And if you open since I only opened Fishing Hut, I have so much more Betty space that I can put to protect myself from dogs. However, I find the best places to put Betties in general is one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. Don't put it on the chair, put it right below the chair. One about right in this, right where my crosshairs are, and one right here. So when the dogs come, you can just sit here, dog blows up the Betty, run over here, sit here, dog blows up the Betty, sit here, dog blows up the Betty, and so on in those 3 areas. So there. I'm going to kill the crawler now, and start the next round. Okay, now that the round starts, I put a Betty here, and I'll put a Betty here. You can look back there and you can see zombies, but I'd recommend just focusing forward because that's where all the zombies will be coming from. If you open the stairs and not the door, then you cannot stand here because then they will come through the stairs. I don't really have a good place. There's not really a good place like this to stand if you do open the stairs.
I am one badass killing machine.
Which is why I don't recommend opening the stairs for solo play. I do recommend opening the stairs for multiplayer play, as in...
Beautiful, baby! Just another day of kicking ass!
As in you have more than 4 people playing.
Double points! Hell yeah!
Because it is slightly easier for some reason.
Headshot! Too bad we ain't keeping score!
Ironically, we are keeping score. Well, technically.
He's a lot prettier without a head.
But I always recommend going kamikaze for double points, because double points are always helpful.
Oh shit! I think its skull just hit next week!
The round should be almost over, so then I can go get Juggernaut.
Insta-kill!
Walk over here, walk up here, and buy Juggernaut.
I wish I could meet the chick who sang that jingle.
Now that you have your Juggernaut, well, you can do this before you have your Juggernaut, but I like to get my Juggernaut first, but that's just a personal, that's just a personal it's just how I do things. Let's put it that way. I can't say the big words. But you open this door, and this is the only door you open in this area. And I'm waiting for the zombies to come because there are always 3 zombies that come when you open the door. And they can come from any of the areas too, so you gotta be careful. I thought it was this one that you could stand on these things. Oh well. Where are you, zombies? There's the crawler. Well, I don't really need him anymore. Hey look, another insta-kill. I'm gonna buy more ammo, and I'm gonna get my insta-kill.
It's time to kill!
I probably should have waited to get that, but I kind of want it now. Put my Betty here, put a Betty here, and walk over here. Since it's... I always recommend you wait until you see the first zombie, and then all you do is you walk around here. You go over this thing, and you have to time when you're gonna sprint, because perfect sprint placement can be the difference between life and death. But no matter what level it is, you'll always be able to outwalk the zombies unless you're in the water, which I will usually recommend saving your sprint for when you're in the water. Now on the earlier rounds, I recommend using your Thompson.
Freak sack! You lose something?
Because your Thompson will get you more points.
Fuck with a Marine!
And you know, more points are useful. A good strategy to do is to wait till they get near and just shoot. But you gotta be careful because they will come from behind you.
Do that again, I'll bite you back, freak sack! Hell yeah!
Now I would recommend killing the last zombie closer to the main building so you can place your Bettys. At later rounds, I wait till all the zombies are coming through there and then zap my Wonder Waffle 3 times. It should take only 3 bullets from the Wonder Waffle, as there are only there are between 24 and 27 zombies that spawn in solo mode after level 20. You put a Betty in that corner, and you can put a Betty over here. And as always, recommend wait till you see your first zombie. There's my first zombie over there. And then you just start running. Now, I'm going to cut ahead until X amount of levels, preferably somewhere in the, maybe just before, I don't know, I'll just wait till an X amount of level, and wait till I'm at a high level, and then I'll start filming again to show how high you can get using this strategy. Okay. And this is just in case I die between now and the level I want. I desire 200. And to prove this is me, there, see? Mine. We're at level 100. See, all you do to get this high, you wait about 4 hours, you just do this. It took me more than 4 hours because first time I did this, I died because stupid dog glitched me in a corner. And yeah, I died that way. And if you're wondering why I have double tap and not just Juggernaut, because I opened Doctor's Quarters to see if I could find Speed Cola. Speed Cola, it helps you reload faster. For anybody who doesn't know. What's that? Max ammo. I'll shoot you first. But Doctor's Quarters held double tap, so I figured screw it, I got it. And this is what I did for the dogs.
Freak sacks, just more shit to blow up.
I have a whole Betty defense place. You can see there's Bettys everywhere. But I generally just sat in this corner. I put a Betty in front of me, and I waited for the dog to get close, and then shot her with the shotgun. I recommend the Bettys because you can kill the dog with one shotgun shell, but they have to be pretty close, and you have to have good timing.
Yeah, that's right.
I just restock up my Bettys. I just boarded up that window, you know, there's no real reason to board it up. I can't believe I almost opened that door, that would have been close. But you guys won't see this if I make it to my round that I desire, but this is just in case I die. So, yeah.